go live on YouTube right now. YouTube is live.
Hello, YouTube.
Welcome everybody to Waterbox Live. Wednesday, our favorite day of the week, Rich.
Yes, sir. Waterbox Live every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Today we got a little bit of a treat for everyone. We're going off subject a little bit to talk about the new AI Nero pump.
Dude, I love this. This just came out. I mean, super exciting. It's so many features. It's so jam-packed in such a small little package.
Right.
I mean, we're going to go dive into this. We're going to show you, we're going to unbox this. I'm going to kind of show you how it all works.
Right.
It's really, really sharp. But remember to share the stream, like us, comment if you have any questions at all. We're about to start the show, guys. Let's go!
do it.
Boom, welcome back, everybody. So let's talk about this Nero.
Yeah, so again, for you guys just joining us, we're going to be showing you, doing a quick overview of this Nero pump, which is a great flow pump for the Waterbox aquariums.
Of course, yeah.
Just came out. So we're going to go through, dive right in. This is, as you can see, the packaging that you would receive it in. But the first thing I want to go over with this pump, Dean, is how small this is. So this thing does
Very small.
3,000 gallons per hour.
Wow.
And this tiny thing. So again, what's unique about this is really how the propeller's set up. So it creates a really broad, gentle flow. As you can see, the actual propeller wraps around the rotor. So that's what allows you to get this really small kind of pump design here.
Yeah,
So,
it's really very, very unique design on this.
right.
I love that.
So that's really the basics, the brunt of the pump itself. Let's talk about the magnets.
Yeah, so what's unique about AI, and some people might ask, hey man, what makes the AI Nero pump special? Well, one of it is this magnet mount, and it has like a concave on the one side here.
Right.
And it's hard to see on the camera, but what it does, it allows the pump to actually rotate about 15 degrees.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you want to angle it up towards the surface of the water, you can do that. Or if you wanted to angle it a little bit down, you can do that. It's not a fixed.
Right, it's not a fixed pump like a lot of other pumps on the market.
Right.
And because it has such a broad flow, you really only need about 15 degrees of motion to really kind of cover most of the tank.
Exactly.
And it's 3,000 gallons per hour.
3,000 gallons per hour, guys, in this tiny little pump. It's really, really unique. Now, also there's a controller attached to it.
Right.
For all of those people that do not have smartphones or any of the new technology phones that are out, AI has created kind of like a push button which will cycle through the settings.
Right, so here on the driver, there's a button which will actually, I believe it does in 20% increments, up and down. So you go all the way up to 100 and then back down to 0 and back up.
Yeah, so if you don't have the app, it's okay. You can still operate the tank, the pump, no problem at all. But what makes this very unique, Rich, is this Bluetooth LE technology. Now, it's not your standard Bluetooth that everybody's.
Right, where you have to pair it, and every time you go to open up the app or do whatever, you have to
constantly
then go pair it
redoing
again.
my settings. I'm trying to find it. It's a whole thing.
So tell us a little bit about what Bluetooth LE
So
means.
LE stands for low energy. So what happens is this device is constantly finding your phone all the time.
Right.
Like it's on, it's floating in the air there, but it's constantly, it picks it up immediately.
Right, so as long as it's programmed into their app, the second you open it up, it finds the device. And there could be 18 devices, there could be one device.
Of course.
They're all gonna pop up instantly.
super easy. And also on the app, you're able to add multiple pumps. So I mean, you could be jamming 6, 7, 8. You could load as many pumps as you want on this platform, and call and name each pump, so you can be controlling each one individually. Very unique.
Say hello to some people that are in here, Dean.
Yeah, hey, we got, Steve Berlin's with us. Erica, Ken Brown says, what's up? Tom Lamb. Ken, he says, pass the popcorn over already. Actually, the other thing is, where can people go and buy this pump? Let's talk about that. Listen, you can go to saltwateraquarium.com. He's got them right on his homepage.
Right.
I was there this morning. I was like, bam.
Already
like in stock, ready to roll. And what is the price point on this pump?
I believe it retails for around $299.
Yeah, $299. So also, we have a shot, too, of the pump in motion.
Yeah, let's take a look at it live here.
Whoa, look at that.
So as you can see right now, Dean, we have it running on the random flow pattern. So it's simulating like a high energy section of a reef where the flow pattern's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's, you can see the pump actually spinning up, slowing down.
Yeah, you can see that propeller. It's kind of slows down, speeds up, and you can see that NEM in the distance there. This is our clownfish tank that we hooked up a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you can see some of these
you can
different
see that
clownfish coming into the shot here and
yeah,
there.
but look
They're
at
all
that
over the place.
NEM. It loves it, man. It absolutely loves the flow. I mean, it's going to go get huge in this.
Right. So again, this pump, this is the first submersible pump from AI. AI has been known as a lighting company.
Yeah.
For as long as we can remember. This is the first submersible pump, and for that company, it's the first pump where there's actually the cables going into the tank. So it's just traditional submersible pump, but very unique in the way it mounts with this magnet system. So you got two magnets basically, one that goes to the pump inside the tank, and another one on the outside of the glass. And then I mean, that's what's connecting.
Yeah, the glass in between. Yeah, just like we
really
showed us
unique,
on the other shot.
really unique setup.
And I said it goes up to about 1/2 inch thick glass with these magnets that is provided. If you have a thicker tank, you could easily put a stronger magnet on the other side if you wanted to go through thicker glass. But
nothing's stopping you from doing that. I think they probably would have some plans to have a larger magnet that'll work for something a bit bigger.
But the other thing was that this app, Rich, and you hooked up this pump here. How easy was it to connect?
That was what was the most unbelievable thing for me was when I set it up. The guys wanted me to obviously pull it out and test it and play with it.
Right.
I had it set up and programmed probably in less than like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah,
wow.
Because there was no pairing the device or any of that. I opened the app. It immediately recognized the pump. I hit add. I set the basic schedule up, and we were done.
Done. So in 2 minutes, I mean, you could have this pump installed, running, programmed, ready to roll.
Right. So if you go on YouTube, you can see like Reef Builders has a really nice video showing that programming and how easy it is.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily just kind of drag and drop like all the different modes and times and intensities.
It's very intuitive. Very
intuitive. It's really, really great.
So there's 3 different modes that you can run, and you can run those throughout the day and set them on schedules.
Correct.
So if you want your pump to slow down at night, you could put it into a feed mode during the night, or you could slow down the percentages of the flow.
Absolutely. And I just love, the small footprint of this thing. I mean, it's really, I know we're kind of zoomed in on that shot, but in all reality, man, this thing is not very big at all. And I kind of really like this AI kind of teal color inside. I think
it gives it a really nice look, a different look than most other things on the
very
in the market.
cool.
Jason says hello. Tom says love what you guys are doing. Thanks, Tom. Mattia says hello, guys. So we might have some questions here too.
I said if you have any questions, comments, definitely comment below here. We'll read them out to you. There was something there I saw earlier that said saving up for 100.3, just a little bit longer. And that's what tank this thing is actually running on, is our Platinum 100.3. Great tank for this type of pump. Now also, let's talk about, it doesn't have to be just in saltwater. You could run this pump in freshwater.
Absolutely. It's designed for a marine environment, but that makes it even better for freshwater because it's not as corrosive.
Yeah. Listen, you got a cichlid tank, or you need some flow and, big plant tank or something like that. Dude, this would be perfect.
And if you have hydras, the great thing is this runs into the My AI app. So if you have other Aquaillumination products, they're all going to be under that one interface.
Yeah, that app.
Going to make everything so seamless and easily controllable in your tank.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What other comments we got here?
Any recommendations on auto top off?
Any recommendations on an auto top off? Does the Tunzi work well? It works good.
It works well, but I like XP Aqua.
Yeah, XP Aqua is a really nice
We've
product.
tested them with our tanks. They're certified to work with our tanks, so definitely a good option. They have a couple different models. They have the standard ATO and then the ultimate version.
Yeah, of course. The Alex here, he says, "Hello everyone, glad I can finally make it to one of your live events. Finally getting ready to set up his 230.6, the big pro."
Heck yeah, that's a
Dude, that's
beast
a
tank.
beast, man.
Alex, we have a 230.6 in our lobby that we're setting up, which
Yeah.
we bypassed this week doing that setup
Yeah.
to show you guys the Nero.
Yeah, the pump.
But next week we'll be jumping back into the 230.6 build that we have here, which is
Yeah,
real exciting.
I ordered some rocks, I ordered lights, I ordered pumps. Dude, I ordered so much stuff. It's coming for this 230. It's going to be awesome. So definitely stay tuned on that. Let's see, what else we got? There's a lot of other people in here. Wow. But as I said, it all comes down to the AI quality, you know what I mean, of this pump. It's
a U.S. company.
It's a U.S. company made in Iowa.
They've been around a long time.
Exactly.
You got a really good company standing behind your product. A lot of people might say, "Oh, well, $299 is a lot of money," but at the end of the day, you know, this is a 12-volt DC pump. So
yes, let's talk about that. You know, 12 volts versus a regular AC pump, power head.
Right, which is 24 volts.
Yeah. So here now you're saving electricity, but also, you know, as far as electricity in a fish tank.
Right. So it's lower voltage.
Yeah.
So in the event of a failure, which is unlikely, it's 12 volts instead of 24. So it's much safer for you and the inhabitants of your tank. So when you're running, I always try to use as many DC products as I can because, again, it's lower voltage.
Absolutely, yeah. And you got the AI support behind it. I mean, that's huge, guys. I mean, so if you ever have a problem or anything, boom, pick up the phone and contact AI, and they're right on it.
So
yeah,
there's the question you're waiting for.
There it is. Matthias, do you guys think this would be a better option for a shallow tank like the 80.4 as opposed to an Ecotech Vortec? I'm thinking that angling it upward may reduce turbulence of the sand bed. Well, that's a great question because we were just talking about that.
We knew it would come up.
We knew it was going to come up. So the Vortec is a great, fantastic pump. Don't get me wrong. But this kind of fits into that family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
like an MP10 is more of a fixed, it can't move, and a lower gallons per hour. And while here, this is the next step up from an MP10.
So the biggest thing to remember, Matthias, is we're not comparing apples to apples here. These are two different pumps. This one has the power cable going into the tank, whereas the Ecotech has a dry side.
Correct.
The Ecotech MP10 in particular is also half the flow rate. If you were to compare the two.
Yeah.
You know, different form factors, different control platform, two different things. If I were to pick one or the other, that would be a pretty tough decision for me.
It's tough. Yeah, I do like I like the fact that you can angle this, you know, and that's kind of what he was saying here is like, hey, if you can angle it a little bit away from the sand bed, more towards the top.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, because it's shallow.
Shallow, right? So you're not stirring up any kind of sand kicking up.
Right.
That could be a good comment. Edward says hello. Listen, guys, we appreciate everybody. If you have any questions and comments, listen, we're playing around with this AI pump and having a blast with it.
Right. So
I mean, it really is a great, great product. So I strongly recommend you check out the AI Nero 5. I said it just literally got released just a couple weeks ago. They showed it at Magna. Really, really great.
And then next week we'll be jumping back into the 230.
Yes.
So short show today.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you next Wednesday on the continuation of the build of the 230.6. Again, check out the AI Nero. Thank you.
Appreciate it.